Hey, what's up, Varsity Squad? I know it's been a long time since I've seen you, since you've seen me. Just want to send out a quick video for my Super Bowl predictions, of course. And if they go the way that my previous predictions have gone, whoever I choose, pick the opposite team. I'm just saying. But isn't it an intriguing matchup? We got the Seattle Seahawks, last year's champion, versus the Patriots. And we know the last time that they met in a meaningful game, Brady and Richard Sherman, they had some words. So this should be an intriguing matchup just because of that. Now, you know, Seattle wants to go in and, you know, shock the world because everyone's against them, blah, 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 wah, wah, wah. And of course, then they've got the Patriots, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Tom Brady is still thinking about that last meeting, and now he would love nothing more than to shut the mouths of the Seahawks, you know, Richard Sherman and all them folks. So, I mean, but it's like, you know, my Broncos ain't in it, my Niners ain't in it. It's kind of like watching the Decepticons versus the evil empire. You're like, both teams are evil, and you really don't want either team to win, but they got to play the game. So you got to choose a side, or don't watch the game, you know what I'm saying? Which was very tempting for a second, but because of the matchup, and I'm a football fan, so I'm ready for it, I'm geared up for it, and if you're a football fan like I know you are, you too are excited for that game. But before I get into that, I gotta give some long overdue shout outs. Gotta give some shout outs to the week 17 winners. I know, regular season, week 17, about a month ago, but I haven't done a video since then, so I gotta give shout outs to the winners like I always do. So the first place person goes to my man, Vino Temp, AKA Thomas. He's an enigma. Thomas, he's been winning these pools a lot in the last few years. Actually won one overall, stays around the top, never says anything, never posts anything. I might get an email from him every now and again, but he's still a good picker, man. I actually think that he might be a professional in my pool, but just acting like he's not a professional. But I think that he really is. Anyway, congratulations on your winnings, man. Vino Temp, aka Thomas, you the man, $100. I hope you already got it. Second place, this person, I'm not sure if this person has won anything this year. They might have, I really don't remember right now, but Dr. Pepper wins second place for week 17, $75. 75 bucks for you, man. Great job on your picks. Last but not least, gotta give a shout out. Now, okay, so this guy, he's actually the overall winner from last year. Not only did he win the overall, but he actually won for the most games picked correctly. So he was like overall winner for the most points, overall winner for the most games picked. This year he actually climbed up a little bit. He's kind of towards the middle, almost at the bottom, but he climbed all season long, man. Got up to third place. Not only third place for the week, but also I think in the top 3 for the overall. So got to give it up to my man J-Rad, J-Rad's picks. He's also a Seattle Seahawks fan, so yeah, he's one of those guys. But he actually lives in Washington State. He's a legitimate fan. Can't knock him. Got to give him his props. So nice job on your picks, man. All right, so for those who've been paying attention, those who've been following the head-to-head competition through the playoffs, the actual not the head-to-head competition, but the actual playoffs competition, it's now down to 2 people. And as I mentioned, J-Rad, he's actually a finalist in the playoff competition. He goes against a man by the name of Geeked Up. Okay, so here's the thing. As I said, J-Rad had the highest number of games picked last year. This year, it was actually Geeked Up. So we got last year's champ for the highest number of games picked correctly against this year's champ for the number of games picked, most games picked correctly. So J-Rad versus Geeked Up. I'm pretty sure J-Rad is gonna choose the Seattle Seahawks. Not sure who Geeked Up is gonna pick. He's actually from the West Coast as well. Shout out to my man, Morale. For the playoff contest, the winner wins $100. So, okay, last but not least, I gotta give a shout out to my man. Look, my man, Harry Radley, goes by the name of Nostradamus. 2 shout outs to my man. He actually runs a different pool than I'm in. It's a very interesting pool, very interesting concept. I won't really get into it because I don't want to really mess it up. But I'm gonna do one more video after this one for the last season. It's gonna be the ultimate shout out video. So it's actually gonna list all of the teams, all of the leagues that I'm in right now, the ones that I really think are really good. Some of them are really low key, no one really says anything. but the competition is great. And the other ones have twists to them, eliminations to them, whatever the case may be. But anyway, my man Harry Radley, got to give him a shout out because he's actually sent me, my second gift ever. He sent me a bottle of wine aged for 8 years. You can't even get that at the store. I mean, you can get it at the store, but it's gonna cost you some money. You know what I'm saying? But got to give a shout out to my man. I forget what it's called. It's like a cherry berry chocolatey, some type or another. But it was pretty good, man. I got to give you some props on that, man. So again, Harry, sorry about the late shout out, man, but I promise you, I shout you out, man, because I was very touched by your gift. I got it right around Christmas time, man. So again, thanks to you for that bottle of wine, and I'll be in contact with you. Okay, here we go. Seattle Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch. I'm only here so I don't get fined. I mean, how much more of that can you take? Thank God. And then you got the great Tom Brady. Deflategate. Matter of fact, somebody let the air out of this ball too. I'm gonna have to see if it's probably one of them Patriot fans, because make sure, you know, you're trying to cheat, so I don't have a good video. But I'm gonna overcome that. You know what I'm saying? So Tom Brady says he didn't do anything wrong, whatever the case may be. But look, here's my take, straight up. If you're a Seattle Seahawks fan and you watched that last NFC Championship game, a real fan and a real football enthusiast, a person who knows the game, after you won, you were like, we probably should have lost that game. Deflated balls or not, New England's been crashing folks. They've been running through some folks, you know what I'm saying? I expect the same thing on Sunday. I think that Seattle's luck has finally run out. I know God is a good God, Mr. Wilson, but I'm not really sure if God really has his hand on these football games. I'm just saying, because there are Christians on both sides of the game. I think he teaches you lessons in winning and lessons in losing. I think that's what that's about. So as far as God is concerned, he's like, shoot, I'm gonna be doing something else that day. So y'all just have it out. As for me and my house, I'm picking the Patriots. I believe that they're gonna crush Seattle. Well, okay, let me take that back. I want them to crush them, but seeing as how New England, when they win Super Bowls, they only win by 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, field goal, whatever the case may be. So it's probably gonna be the same deal. But I'm looking for New England to win the game, probably by field goal, but we'll see. New England wins the game. That's my prediction. Take it to this Varsity Squad. One last video coming up. Enjoy the game on Sunday. And I don't care who you pick. You know, out of them two teams, I don't care who you pick. But whoever you pick, whoever you choose wisely. Peace.